and welcome to Side Character Quest. It's a D&D show where people talk about stuff and we don't talk about stuff. This is not a talk show. This is an actual play Dungeons and Dragons podcast.
Sometimes we talk about pop culture.
Sometimes we talk about pop culture. Before this started, we were talking about America's Next Top Model, which is a show that I don't watch, but you know who does watch it? Sam. Hey Sam, introduce yourself.
Hi, I watch America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
It's very problematic, but I enjoy it.
Yeah, you've been watching a lot of that lately.
It's better than reading the news.
That's fair. So the last time we recorded was February 22nd.
It was years and years and years ago. It was in the time. It was in the before times.
It was in the before times. It is now 5/24, 2020. And
that was we did it before in February 2020.
Yeah, it's
so
been a while.
So the world has changed.
It's been a while. I've recorded the entire next arc in that interim.
Which also listeners, just so you know, we could have been recording this show this whole time, but Ty decided that he wanted a break from beautiful Leslie. So, if there's anything that we mess up because of this long break in between now and when we recorded it the first time in the before times, please blame Ty. I was ready to record. I just want that record to show that I was fine.
Okay, well, on that note, do you need any reminders about what happened last time?
I do.
You do? Okay. I'm going to do... Recap. Last time on Side Character Quest, we met Leslie, a librarian in one of Cirque's private libraries, and she had recently submitted a grant application to start a public library.
Oh, I remember now.
She submitted a grant to start a public library, and it was approved. And she met with the funder of that project, Hosalda, who keen-eared listeners may remember from Alton's arc. And
she's the bad
guy. And now, when we ended the episode, Leslie was on her way to Mount Renna.
Oh, you told me to come up with a traveling outfit, and I didn't think about it, so I'm gonna have to think about it on the spot.
Okay, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Do you have any questions? Need any recap on top of what I just laid down?
So listeners, I have been trying to ask Ty to help me remember what voice and accent I gave Leslie, but he refuses to tell me. So I'm just gonna make
you were. Sorry.
No, I was asking you.
You didn't remember. I thought that you genuinely were were backing out of it.
That's
and you didn't
want,
and you were afraid to do it again?
No, I don't remember what it was.
Okay, it was a hey, give me your best shot. What is your best shot? Just give me what you...
I don't know.
What? Okay.
It was in the before times.
It was in the before times. It was a very broad.
Was it British?
No, see, that's what I expected you to do. It was a very broad Southern accent.
Can I switch and do British?
I'm not gonna stop you. You're still feeling this out.
Can it be sometimes British and then sometimes something else?
Yeah,
I'll get lazy and I'll end up going into Southern. I feel like that's what happens for me.
I feel like so in the last episode I commented that I liked the idea that she kind of, when she got nervous, she changed accents, and I kind of like the idea that she has just gotten nervous and I'm in this city. Oh, my voice is changing. Oh no, I don't know how to stop this. Okay. So I'm totally on board with you.
Sweet.
With you changing. Yeah. Cool. Well, you ready?
What?
Huh? You ready to roll into shit?
Wait, I had to come up with my traveling outfit.
Okay, tell me what...
You gave me one job.
Well, I was going to ask you during the narration.
You gave me one job. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, then we can do during the narration. Wait, wasn't there a chicken?
Was there? I think there might have been a chicken on the.
Have I befriended the chicken?
I think you might have befriended a chicken on the cart. Yeah, sure.
I'm gonna name it Feather.
Oh, Feather. Listeners, we met a cat today named Feather who was very sweet.
She wanted to follow us on our walk.
It was
really cute. And then there was a fox, and I think she only wanted to follow us because she was scared of the fox, and she knew that we would protect her, and we would have.
We would have kicked that fox in its face. No, we would have been nice to the fox. We would have yelled at it to scare it away.
We would have protected Feather.
We would have protected.
I'm a runner. I would have picked her up and I would have ran.
Yeah.
Ran her to safety.
Yep.
Okay, so chicken is Feather.
Okay, the chicken is Feather.
Ooh.
Yep.
Feather is gonna be its first name.
Yeah. Don't be. Yeah, no, finish it. Finish the thought. You've committed. Do it.
His last name is gonna be Hey.
Is this a Moana reference? What are you doing here? Okay.
I love Hey.
Okay. All right, we are going into it. Fade in.
I can't stop. I'm sorry. Okay.
The tall, snow-capped mountains of Mount Renna lay out ahead of you. You have just completed a multi-week journey by caravan. Many carriages were in your group. There's a couple of dozen people at this point, even though many people split off along the way to go to smaller towns. The caravan is still fairly large at this point. It is mostly you stand out because you are one of very few humans, very few non-dwarves in this group.
And I have a pet chicken.
And you apparently have a pet chicken now. I'm guessing you bartered it. You mentioned in the last show that you were vegan, so I'm guessing you bartered it away just because they were gonna kill it or something. Do you actually have a chicken right now?
Yeah, I have a chicken right now.
You've got a chicken.
I didn't just name this chicken Feather and then abandon it.
Feather, hey.
Heartless.
Yeah, so you going up this winding trail up to Mount Renna, the temperature has dropped drastically. The wind has picked up, but a lot of the dwarves that you've been riding with, they have mentioned that, man, this you should have seen this place a few months ago. Like, it was so much worse. They're commenting on how lovely and temperate the weather is. As you come to the sort of top, the side of Mount Renna, you can see past it, and you can see the massive wall off in the distance. And between you and the wall, you see fairly vast snow-covered fields. As you approach the city of Mount Renna, your carriages pull off to the side of the road to these stalls, various stalls, where people begin to unhook their oxen. People start to dismount, grab their bags, grab their feed, and just sort of make their way. What do we see as Leslie gets off of her carriage? Describe to me what you look like right now.
Okay. So I got a pet chicken now.
Okay, you got a pet chicken.
Which I feel like is on my shoulder. Kind of like a parrot.
Okay.
I've mentioned before that Leslie has really wild, crazy red hair, which I feel like, again, she's trying to contain it in a bun thing on top of her head, but it's they're flyaway pieces and it's windy, so it's blowing everywhere. So it's she looks kind of majestic with this blowing red curls with this chicken on her shoulder.
I love this chicken. I love this decision. You keep doing things to me that I'm not expecting. Continue, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, Sam was just doing some hair flips
Anyway, she's got a traveler's coat that is bright emerald green, and it's long and flowy. It's not fancy though. It's not fancy. It's something that like she probably could have made herself, but it's not patched. Like they're like she takes good care of her stuff. It's like clearly homemade, but it's not like there's not rips or broken or whatever.
Sort of a thick material and stuff.
Yeah. And she's got high-waisted pants that are kind of billowy, they're kind of like wide-legged, and she's got a polka dot sweater.
Cute. Nice.
But it's like a very cozy sweater. It is like a chunky, cozy, comfy sweater.
So as you're getting off, I imagine you haven't packed terribly heavily. I imagine maybe you just have a single pack. Like what is the situation?
Well, I probably did actually pack heavily because I have a lot of books. So Leslie has a lot of books that she brings with her. So my bags are probably mostly books. Because we don't have like iPads and shit, right?
No, you do not. You don't have magical tablets or anything. You are grabbing your pack, and I assume you have maybe like a rolling luggage. What's the word I want? Those big boxes that have wheels on them. What is the word for this?
I feel like she wouldn't though.
No? Okay. How is she carrying her stuff?
And just like a big carpet bag.
In a big carpet bag. Okay.
Like think of Mary Poppins.
Okay, I'll think of Mary Poppins. So you're sort of gathering your stuff and looking around this space. There's the rocky terrain all around you, and off a ways, a little bit up the road, not too far from where you are, where the carriages are stopping right now. You see the wall that is surrounding Mount Renna. Little T, little W, the wall surrounding Mount Renna, as opposed to the big T, big W, the wall that is surrounding everything, that is surrounding the whole world.
The wall.
The wall.
The wall.
The wall. And looking out ahead at that wall, you just see that there's these massive cast iron doors that are swung shut right now, and you see a bunch of just like a couple of guards on the ground next to the wall, and I assume what do you do?
Am I with are there other people who got off with me?
Yeah, there's a bunch of other people, and as you are looking around, you see one or two start to head towards that gate. And you can see them like sort of calling out to some of the guards.
I guess I walk over and listen to what they're saying. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. This is the terrace caravan. We're on schedule as always. And you see the guards are nodding and happy. And one of the guards that's next to the big cast iron door, they take a like billy club kind of thing, a big metal club with a wooden handle, and slam it a couple of times against the cast iron gate, and then you hear a similar pattern of slams on the inside, and the gate starts to slowly swing open. As that opens up, you hear the sound of a city. You up to this point, this place that you have been wandering in has seemed cold and forbidding and kind of devoid of life compared to where you have been living for the past I'm not sure if we've said exactly how long you've been in Cirque, but the past probably couple of years at least. But as soon as this door opens, you can see how this is the second largest city, because there are so many people. You see this open up. There's just a main street. You see just crowds and crowds of people going from shop front to shop front. All of the shop fronts out ahead of you have these sort of cast iron shutters. It's generally going to be anything is made of either cast iron, stone, or occasionally wood. These cast iron shutters have been like opened up, allowing people to see the wares inside of the stores, and you just see dozens, hundreds of people milling about off down this main street. And there you can see smaller alleys breaking off, going various directions, but the way ahead of you is clear if you want to just continue out forward.
So I guess, what time of day is it?
It is fairly early morning. It is, you guys camped at the bottom of the mountain just to make sure that you were not going to be traveling up at night. And so you guys got started this morning fairly early, basically at dawn, and are arriving at like maybe 9 a.m., something like that.
So I guess I probably want to go, like, do I have a hotel to check into?
Yeah, so you have a few things on your checklist, a few things that you were asked to do when you arrived at this place. First, you are supposed to meet up with Professor Tucker, who is going to be the person who's providing you with the books that you're picking up, the sort of seed supply for the library that you're going to be founding. You also are supposed to find somewhere to stay for the night. You also are supposed to go to the local sounding stone and send a notice to Hosalda that you have arrived safely.
Okay.
So the first of those things is you're supposed to be meeting up with Professor Tucker. The caravan that you're traveling with, when you guys were getting close, they sent a runner out ahead to arrive a day or so early to let everybody know when to expect you. So if you would have liked, you could have asked Professor Tucker to meet you somewhere this morning. Where would you?
A coffee shop.
Coffee shop? Coffee or tea? Tea. Okay, I figured. So you tell me how is Leslie feeling right now? She is, this is a very big city. She is definitely looks out of place. She is, even, I don't know how tall you said she was. I think maybe like 5'4", but even at that, she is towering over most of the population here. How does she feel right now?
So how would Leslie feel? Not how would Sam feel?
How would Sam feel?
Sam would be real nervous.
Okay.
But I feel like Leslie would not. I feel like she would be too excited to be nervous. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she'd be like, there's just so much possibility. She is the most annoying optimist you'll ever meet. You know? That kind of person.
I love it.
The kind of person where you're like, I really want to put you down because your joy is making me feel bad about myself, but also you're a very pure thing, so I want to protect you. It's like those two emotions you feel towards her.
That's very good. Cool. And you're just walking through with this chicken.
Big
you're wearing,
smile.
Yeah, big smile. Chicken. Having a grand
I'm smiling. I'm nodding to everybody, saying hello, hi.
That's very good. And the people here are
slightly disturbed.
They are like they are fairly gregarious. You see a lot of smiles, but like when people see you and they're like, this person's not from around here, they kind of give you a little bit of a berth. They're not outwardly rude, but they're just not nearly as friendly as you can see them being with everybody else.
Yeah, but I don't notice.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go. Hello, and welcome to Side Trivia Quest, a special sponsored segment brought to you by Flying Crow Coffee. Flying Crow Coffee, super fresh coffees, roasted in tiny batches. Today, we're joined by friend of the show, Eli. Say hi, Eli.
Hey, Ty.
Awesome. Well, are you ready for your second question?
No.
Wonderful. For your second question, Goblin Godfrey is a supporting character introduced in Silas's arc. who is based off of a throwaway joke made in the show's pilot. What is Goblin Godfrey's favorite way to drink coffee? A. Cold brew. B. Straight espresso. C. Cafe au lait. Or D. Cappuccino.
Cold brew.
Ooh, so close. It is Cafe au lait. Thank you very much again for playing Side Trivia Quest. Well, that was fun. Thanks again to Flying Crow Coffee. Make sure to use the discount code SCQ10 at checkout to let them know we sent you, and to get 10% off a single order or off your first subscription order. Find them at flyingcrowcoffee.com. Back to the show. So inside, we find Leslie sitting at a table with a Renna fog latte. What are you doing to just kill the time? Maybe like sketching things in your journal, or?
No, I think I'm probably writing formulas.
Okay. The place that we see you is a very busy tea shop. It is very rough looking. It looks kind of like a dive bar esque situation. There's a person behind a bar that is making a wide mix of different drinks. Some of their tea they're like brewing in a big vat, which is weird. And also the Renna fog that they make here is just like super. It's both super strong and also super sweet and thick. It's this weird combination, very different from what you're used to in Cirque. But yeah, looking around, you just see all sorts of people just sort of clapping each other on the backs, walking up, saying hello, sitting at all of their various desks, and you are just waiting for Professor Tucker to show up. I'm going to pause every once in a while, and if I'm doing that, then I'm giving you like an opportunity if you want to like insert something. So feel free.
Okay, no, I will. I'll take you up on it.
I'm just. You don't need to.
No, but you can't. No, you can't do that.
Okay, you don't need to. I'm just saying that.
Shush.
Okay, shush. Shush. Okay.
Shush. Okay, this is gonna be a hot mess.
It's gonna be a hot mess, but I'm here for it.
How about this? I'll make a deal with you.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna try to not overthink the voice.
Okay, go.
And the voice is not going to be anything in particular.
Okay.
It is going to be whatever comes out of my mouth at that given moment in time, which will change from minute to minute.
I am so into this because I think this will be part of Leslie's character, which is an ever-shifting voice.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool. I wish I could do a Brooklyn accent. Okay, no.
Okay. Overthinking it.
I usually overthink things.
What?
Rude. Okay, so I'm talking to Feather.
Yeah. Oh.
You have to be Feather.
Okay, fine. Okay.
All right, so we're here in this coffee shop, this tea shop, Feather, and I'm really, really feeling good about this. You see? Oh, Feather, I have this new equation that I'm thinking of, and I really think that it's going to be really good for us. I knew you'd approve, Feather. I knew you'd approve. You and me, Feather, we are on the same wavelength.
Yeah, Feather is just kind of like pecking randomly at a strong cup of tea that you have set out for them.
I've definitely gotten Feather a drink too.
Yeah. And they're kind of like pecking at that. They knock a spoon to the floor, and it just kind of like. And as that happens, you hear the door to T-Bone open up. You look over in that direction, and you see a dwarven man walk in with short cropped blonde hair and a thick, very long blonde beard. And he's wearing all tweed and just sort of like looks around and walks up to the bar and is just sort of talking to the bartender.
Okay.
Okay. Marty, I was just wondering if you had any out-of-towners coming here lately. I'm supposed to be meeting up with a new protege or something like that. Gotta take them, show them some books and stuff. Oh yeah, you're the best. You're the best, Matt. Oh, hey! And they turn and spot you and just immediately hone in. This person doesn't look like they're from around here. And you see them just sort of like shuffle over to you. They grab the lapels of their tweed blazer and they straighten them smartly and they walk up to you. How you doing? You must be Leslie, is that correct?
Yes, I am Leslie.
Nice to meet ya. My name is Professor Tucker. Pleasure's all mine.
I guess I shake his hand.
He shakes your hand very vigorously, grabs it with both hands, and just shakes
it.
And
I do the same thing, and we're both like very vigorously shaking it.
He lets go and goes to sit down in front of you, and gestures towards the barkeep in a sort of the usual kind of gesture. And he sits down and he says, it's so good to meet you. So great to meet you. How you liking the fair city so far?
So far, I find it quite nice. Me and Feather here have been having a grand old time.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry, I didn't see a bird friend there. You come kind of druid or something? What's the deal?
Oh, no, I'm not a druid.
Okay. Glad to hear that. I don't personally have. I feel like I'm picking up your accent a little bit. That's not the intent. I personally don't have any chickens on my farm, but I down over by the lighthouse we got some goats and stuff. So maybe you can make some friends over there if you just like some barnyard buddies. I don't know. At this point, Marty, the bartender, comes over with a cup of tea and sets it down in front of a big, big cup of tea, like a tankard. And Professor Tucker grabs it and just starts like taking hefty gulps, and the tea is like catching in their mustache and beard. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you. I don't even remember what you said. First of all, how you liking our fair city?
Like I said, I'm really loving it right now. Oh, my accent is now changing. Okay, it's changing.
That's all right.
I'm gonna go with it.
You just feel yourself. I don't mind.
No, this is not in character.
I know. Okay. You have any questions? What are you supposed to do? I know Mrs. Hosalda or whatever. She probably tasked you with some stuff that you were supposed to do before making your way down and pick up the stuff. I mean, I'm personally not quite ready for the delivery, so it'll be a little bit longer before I have everything boxed up. But yeah, do you have any questions about the place?
Actually, I do. I'm gonna stick with Southern now because I feel like it's just easier.
That's fair. Yeah.
I need to find myself the sending stone. I need to tell her that I've arrived, and I need to find myself a place to stay.
Oh, okay. Well, last things first. I can tell you that you don't have to. Listen, it's understandable if you don't want to do this, but I will say that if you like, you could crash at the lighthouse. We got tons of extra rooms. It's not a big deal. You can go ahead and do that as opposed to wasting your gold at some local inn. He looks at a couple of people at like another table who look like affronted. And he's like, those people are just gonna try to scam you, just kind of trying to give you a feather bed, charge you a gold piece every night. It's crazy. Anyway.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I'm like shaking his hand really like. Thank you.
But as far as the sending stone, whatever it's called, I don't even remember anymore. That I can also point you in the right direction of that if you'd like. It's gonna be right up this main street. You're just gonna go straight underneath the tree, and then down towards the foundry, but then you're gonna make a right instead of making a left, and it's perfect right there. It's impossible to miss.
Also, what are the must-see sites in Mount Renna? I do not want to leave before I see everything.
Oh, man.
Do you have any museums or parks?
Well, I mean, there's a few things that you just gotta see. You gotta see the tree, but you're gonna be passing through there anyway. You probably should go to Derma Lodge. That's a no miss. Then of course there's all sorts of like shops around. I don't know what in particular you like to do. It'd be nice to go for a hike or something around just the mountains. Man, it's just like and of course the lighthouse. But you're gonna be going there anyway. Maybe if you like, I don't know, machinery, you could check out the foundry or the saunas, something like that. There's lots of options. Any of those things? Oh, you said museums. I mean, I guess Dermot Lodge. I said that already. So you guys chat for a little bit, and he offers to take some of your stuff down to the lighthouse so that you don't have to carry it while you do the rest of your. Yeah, but Feather's still with you. As you guys head out of T-Bone, he shakes your hand again, and then walks away with your carpet bag and heads out of the city in the direction of the lighthouse. But then it is basically time to go heading to the sending stone. But along the way, you're passing lots of people, lots of stores. Is there anything in particular that you want to look for while you're walking?
Stuff to make a bike.
Okay. All right. What you find? Roll me a d20.
Finally.
Yeah. This is sort of like a yeah. I'm trying to think. Like, roll me a d20. If you get a 18 to 20, then there will just be a bike for sale somewhere.
Cool. And then what else?
And
what other numbers?
Huh?
What other numbers?
What other numbers? If you get a 13 or higher, then I don't know. There'll be like.
Maybe it could be like an IKEA instructions.
Okay. Cool. Roll.
Please.
I don't know why you want this bike so bad. She's whispering, please.
I got a 14.
You got a 14.
I get IKEA instructions on how to make a bike.
Okay.
That's what I win.
Okay, so as you're walking through the city, you pass by a store that is selling a bunch of like lightweight metal pieces. It's been founded. It's very. You see a lot of people giving it a wide berth. You hear some people whispering like, "Man, too good for cast iron." Okay, that's fine. That's fair, I guess. But you see just like a bunch of different gears, a frame, and all sorts of stuff like that. And do you want to pop in and buy the parts to buy a bike?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just let you do that. It cost you. I don't know. Fucking. You have enough money. You buy a kit to build a bike, and if you have a day or so at some point, and you can put together a. Like, okay, if you just gave me a look. If you have like a few hours of alone time, it's a bike. You're giving me such a look. I'm giving you a bike in this fantasy world, in like this medieval fantasy world in the middle of a mountain. I don't think you should look affronted that it's gonna be like a little. I am being so generous here.
Can I roll for that?
See, not yet. It'll like you can roll later when you are taking time to like actually build it. It's being so difficult. I feel like you're like, can I have the chicken? Can I have the bike? Can I have the cheese? I am giving you so much. Don't even play. Don't act like you give me that look.
Fine. Can I get paint for it though?
Fine. What color paint do you want?
I want purple and yellow.
Okay, you got purple and yellow paint. You're real fun. You know what you're doing here. Don't shake your head. You know exactly what's going on.
Okay.
After you get your bike, what are you doing?
I guess I'm going to the sending stone, but he said that there was a tree.
So following the directions that Professor Tucker gave you, you're basically just heading straight down this main street, and after not a huge amount of time, the pathway opens up into this sort of half half circle of cleared space, and in the center of that circle, adjacent. So the half circle of cleared space is like against the mountainside, a cliff face, and jutting out of that cliff face is this massive cast iron statue of a tree, and all the leaves are made of stained glass, and the light is just sort of filtering down and giving this sort of mosaic effect over the courtyard area that you're in.
Pretty.
The stone that it's jutting out of, the root system of the tree, you can see it fingering down out from under that rock that's jutting out, and it provides a sort of a covering over the 3 tunnels that go into Mount Renna from this central hub.
I turn to Feather, who is on my shoulder, and I say, "Look at that over there. Do you see that wonder, that beauty?" I know, it is just so gorgeous. I wish I had some artistic skill, but I have not a single one in my entire body. So we are just going to have to look at it, treasure it, and hold it in our minds so we can take it with us. So even in the darkest moments of our despair, we can remember that there is true beauty in the world.
I like this person. Yeah, you say this, and as you're sort of saying this, there's a couple.
And I'm not whispering at all.
You're not whispering at all?
No.
There's a couple, a dwarven couple that is like walking by, and one of them like spots you and is like, she's not talking. She's just talking to the chicken. And you see, like, well, you don't. The audience sees them sort of like look over at the person they're walking with and point at you and say like, or just very subtly point at you like, she's just talking to the chicken. She's just talking to the chicken. And they give you a wide berth. But this space you're in there's people like coming out of those 2 of those tunnels. One of them, they're coming out very, most of the people coming out are very dirty, very like just soot covered. The other one, people look a lot more clean, a lot more like they're going on their shopping business, their daily business. And this space there's just tons of people. There's carts selling fresh food. There's a cart that is selling boiled peanuts. You see a juggler busking in the over under the tree. You see just tons and tons of people. And following Professor Tucker's instructions, if you want to find the sending stone, then you're just going to go straight ahead.
Does the sending stone have caller ID?
Roll me I mean, do you really want to know this? Because if so, roll me
Okay. I want to roll stuff.
Okay. Would this be? I guess this would be Arcana or History. I don't know if that matters for you. If they might be the same.
Let me look. Oh, Arcana and History is the same for me. I get +5.
Okay. Is this Arcana or History?
Both. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Roll it for me.
10.
You don't know a lot about it. You know that it is the sounding stone is the only reliable way, pretty much the only way to send instant communication over long distance. Like it's the only option. The next fastest thing over long distance would be an animal messenger through druidic mailing processes.
We talked about this last time.
Did we?
I think so.
Oh, it's come up in Amar's arc, definitely. Even if we didn't talk about it. So
where is it?
Where is it? Yeah, cool. He told you that it was going to be just sort of straight into one of those tunnels into the mountain of Mount Renna,
cool.
towards the foundry.
What if I was claustrophobic?
Are you?
And had like a slight fear of being buried alive.
Are you? Is that a character choice that you're making right now?
No.
Okay.
What if the chicken is?
Oh, what if? Okay.
No, I don't make the chicken that, because then I'd feel really bad about bringing it with me.
You sure? I can make the chicken roll.
No.
I can see if the chicken is old.
No, because then I would feel bad.
Okay. Should I make stats for this chicken?
No, make the chicken well, maybe.
Maybe? Okay.
But the chicken's fine. It's fine. I was just thinking out loud.
Okay. Peacock. Yeah, okay. All right. So you were making your way. Did you just go straight in?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk ahead. You pass by, these just crowds of people. Pass by the juggler as you make your way under the cast iron roots that are sort of reaching down. Although they are too tall to even brush the heads of any of the dwarven people that are walking around you, it does come close to catching on your hair. These root system.
I don't notice.
Okay, you don't notice. Unfortunately, it doesn't snag or anything. And you walk straight ahead into. I specified before what each of the paths went into. I don't remember, other than it's either the left one or the middle one. You go into one of those in the direction of the foundry. Thanks to the Joy Drops for the use of Not Drunk as our intro and outro music. Find them at thejordrops.com. You can find us at sidecharacterquest.com, at SCQ Podcast on Twitter, or by email at sidecharacterquest@gmail.com.
The Scavengers Network.
Creator-driven,
community-focused,
treasured content.
Do you wish your life was a little more spooky?
Well, what the heck? Hello, everyone. My name is Jordan Reed.
and I'm Lindsay Reed.
And this is Spooky Spouses, a podcast about ghosts and stuff.
Tall tales.
Although we went to dinner last night and you told the lady on our wait list that our name was Cradge. Was it Cradge?
Creepy cryptids.
There.
Or Pizza Rat. Pizza Rat is pizza and a rat.
Yeah, it's double delicious.
He's a rat with pizza. It's like,
Yeah.
oh man.
Thank God there hasn't been a corn dog rat.
Or you'd be eating that rat.
You know what? I think in my defense, if someone was like, you ate a live rat? I'd say, well, it was holding a perfectly good corn dog.
Monstrous goofs.
Well, you could probably just put a video because like our tombstones will probably just be like videos replaying. They'll be like memes or GIFs.
Yeah.
Our tombstones will probably just be GIFs. when we pass.
That's one of the coolest things you've ever said.
A spooky spot.
Sorry, there's something stuck in my throat that whole time. Spooky Spouses, a part of the Scavengers Network and VidiSpace. New episodes every Monday, wherever you get your podcasts.
This is just gonna all just be bloop stuff.
Wait, was that really in the pilot?
No, it was never mentioned.
Oh, fuck you, Ty. If you're gonna do trivia, fucking do trivia. I was just gonna say he prefers to eat his beans raw. Okay, Ty, new rule for this shit is if you're not gonna ask me real trivia questions, don't give me multiple choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
The only reason I stumbled so hard in that first one was because I was about to say side character questions, but...
All right. Are you ready for the next one?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, let's do the count off. 1.
1.
You say 2. 1.
2.
3.
4.
5.
7.
Okay. That's good enough.
It's funny because she's 25 and they keep saying how old she is.
Yeah, but on a show like this, like that is
I mean, for
old.
being a model, I get it, but I don't know. Like, I'm not old.
No. I'm not old. Am I?
Oh, you'd be like ancient in this show.
For a model? How old is Tyra Banks?
Well, Tyra's like retired.
Yeah, she's been.
And she was retired when the show started.
Yeah, and this show started forever ago.
Yeah.
So she must be like ancient, 41, 42. just like basically dead, 1 foot in the grave.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joke. In case I include this in the bloopers, that is a joke. Tyra Banks. I remember this character.
Do you remember Lindsay Lohan?
No, yes, I remember Lindsay Lohan. All right. That's just me getting ready. That's my vocal warm up. Is excited. You look upset. You're giving me a lot of looks, but those don't get picked up by the microphone, Sam.
I know.
Okay.
The looks are for you.
The looks are just for me. They're just between you and me. They're not for the audience.
That's correct.
Okay.
You should add sound effects. Like, you should find that song and you should do the sound effects.
I'm just going to ask if somebody, if I don't end up doing that, if I end up putting that little like singing at the end in the bloopers, I'm just going to ask that somebody find it and remix it and like put it in with the actual music. I'd really appreciate that, please. All right.
Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I've ever met, but you can bet before we're through, somehow I'll make a man out of you. Quick, gotta catch my breath, say goodbye to those who knew me. Boy was a fool in school for cutting gym. These guys got him scared to death. Hey, okay, I'm ready. Ty, I'm ready. I'm ready. Hello. Ready. I'm ready. Ready. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I've just been saying ready.
So you hop off and
also, just listener, I imagine Leslie is the type of character that, like, if she sang, animals would totally listen to her. Now, would they do what she asked? I don't know, but they would pay attention.
I mean, that's how she got Feather to join her.
Feather listens.
Yeah.
And I take it they're not social distancing.
No, because this is a fantasy world where pandemics don't ravage the population. We're going to put that in the bloops because that's too sad for the moment.
What is something that, like, how would Edith talk?
What is something that she said? Mary,
Michael
Gregson.
Going to the London office to see Mike, my editor. Michael Gregson.
Editor. Ta-ta for now.
May I have a word? Mr. Bates.
Excuse me, Mr. Bates.
Excuse me, sir. May I have a word? How about I get, like, a bike?
A bike?
Yeah. Could I rent a bike?
I don't know that there would be anybody selling a bike. Just because
Can I
don't know
build a bike?
Can you build a bike?
Yeah, like in Animal Crossing. Could I go to a workbench and go woo?
If you would like, I mean, if you wanna build something, you could always go down to the foundry, I guess. I'm trying to think. Like, I don't. Okay.
Can I use
don't think
magic?
Do you have something that would allow you to build a bike? The problem is, like, I don't know that there's. I don't know that the streets are set up that you would be able to effectively ride a bike. Is my concern.
I could build a mountain bike.
I suppose it's more of the concentration of people, and there's not like flat trails.
You know, Ty, you should let go of some of that creative and give it to other people.
Okay, you got a bike.
You knew I would be difficult. You knew it.
Should be difficult. Okay, we'll get you a bike in a moment.
Sweet. Come on, let's get to the interesting stuff.
Thank you. Peacock. Peacock? Peacock.